For they know that one of the basic principles of the scientific method is cooperation among themselves and with the great scientific institutions of the nation. At Harvard Business School, the case for science and the business of distribution is squarely presented by Dean Wallace B. Dunham.
Businessmen shouldn't forget that modern industry is the product of the combined work of business and scientists. Scientists in university and industrial research laboratories have made modern American industry possible with its high wages, low prices, and until recently almost continuous employment. When we leave the material aspects of production, however, the situation is less satisfactory. We do business with and through human beings. We sell to consumers. We don't have an adequate understanding of their wants and their desires and their needs. We need fact-gathering research through the universities and through business organizations, which will study these very important problems. We need the same kind of effective research that we've had from our physical science research laboratories. We need it in laboratories that study the problems of human beings, emotional human beings.
Well known to businessmen are the direct, simple, and large-scale customer research methods of the biggest automobile company. Mailed to 3 million motorists a year, General Motors questionnaires have to be interesting to get replies and friendly to build customer goodwill. And well known, too, is General Motors' Henry Weaver, who has so ably combined customer research with customer relations.
Here is a great new science we're just opening up, getting, organizing, and putting to use the real facts about the habits, needs, tastes, and desires of the people we're working for, namely the American public.
A decade ago at Harvard Business School, a technique of customer research through population sampling was perfected, based on strict scientific controls and the mathematical laws of probability. A true cross-section of the whole U.S. public. The method was simple. A sample of 5,000 personal interviews, a fixed percentage of them from each of 7 geographical divisions. In each division, a fixed percentage was to be distributed among communities of varying sizes. And in each community, the interviews to be apportioned among men and women of 4 income levels: poor, average, better than average, prosperous. Manufacturers tried out the new true cross-section method and found it uncannily accurate in predicting public preference for cereals, soaps, and cigarettes. Realizing the possibilities of an accurate scientific analysis of the state of the public mind, journalists adopted the new technique. Dr. George Gallup began weekly political surveys. Fortune magazine commissioned analyst Elmo Roper to make broader monthly studies of U.S. opinion. Dramatic proof of the accuracy of the new method came in 1936.
Are you sure enough of your system to try it out on the election?
I certainly am.
Challenged by Fortune to prove the accuracy of his system in the presidential election, Roper gives his field staff final instructions.
Ask the questions just as they're written, being very careful that you don't, by word or gesture or inflection, influence an answer either way. Now, if we'll follow these few simple rules, we'll hit it on the nose.
Out to the 7 geographical divisions goes Roper's staff to seek personal interviews with 5,000 men and women, mathematically chosen from every walk of American life, to make up an accurate microcosm of the entire U.S. population. With the presidential election of 1936 still 2 months away, into Roper's office begin pouring the results of the sample survey method's first big public test. When the returns of the full 5,000 interviews had been tabulated and totaled, they indicated a landslide for Roosevelt. Meanwhile, Dr. Gallup had been making a similar test with the same method, and his returns showed a similar result. A month later, the accuracy of the new survey was proven, as Franklin Roosevelt was re-elected. His total popular vote within an amazingly small percentage of both of the survey's predictions. Today, the true cross-section survey has become a trusted political barometer, indicating to Congress the public's opinions on neutrality, telling the White House the electorate's stand on a 3rd term, And today, for businessmen whose responsibilities lie in the consumer field, fact-finding techniques have been developed, tested, and made available. For men who have pioneered in these scientific methods have documented their individual experiences for the use of business generally. A new and significant contribution is publication by the Advertising Research Foundation of a revealing analysis of copy testing techniques. The result of 4 years of work by outstanding U.S. research men, its cooperative sponsorship by advertisers and advertising agencies through the Research Foundation, makes it outstanding in method and value. So today stands the challenge to the U.S. businessmen whose concern is the American public. The study of human beings, their habits and desires, their reaction of thought and emotion, will tax the patience, the pocketbooks, and the brains of those who would open this new frontier of American business. In a scientific study, cooperative effort by all who would benefit has proved the surest and quickest way to success. And success in a science-guided study of the public promises the same rewards that have come with scientific research in the field of physical production. Better business, a better way of living for the American people. Time marches on.